Hello everyone, my name is Manjunath. I am a faculty at Insights IAS. I teach Polity and Governance and Public Administration optional. This video is to clarify few doubts that students had with respect to intensive bridge course for GS2, which is going to start from June 10th, that is this Saturday. Few students were asking about how the classes will be structured. Firstly, I would like to clarify that we are going to follow three-stage approach in the course. In the first stage, we are going to discuss each and every single topic that is mentioned in the GS2 syllabus. Second stage, we are going to discuss the previous year questions from 2013 to 2022. And in the third stage, we are going to discuss probable questions that we have framed, which is around 80 to 100 topics, which includes both basics as well as current affairs. Now the next question is, why syllabus and PYQs matter a lot for GS preparation? As I've already clarified, in prelims there is no defined detailed syllabus which is available. Hence there is huge uncertainty in prelims. However, this is not the case for mains because there is a detailed syllabus available. And if you have analyzed the previous year questions, around 60 to 70% of the questions will be repeated around the same core areas every year. Now, in this course, you are going to get three types of materials. First and the most important one is the classroom material that you are going to note down in the class while we discuss multiple topics, as well as when we write the structures and the content for the previous year questions. And secondly, you will get value addition material on every single topic, which includes the ready-made definitions, introductions and conclusions that you can use, the content which is made easily revisable in the form of flowcharts and mind maps, and then Supreme Court cases related to important issues, the key articles that you can use, and the key words that you can use. All those things will matter a lot. And then thirdly, obviously the 80 to 100 previous year probable questions that will be made available. Now, as I said, around 8 to 10 questions have repeated even in the 2022 mains based on the probable questions that we had discussed. For instance, we had in the value addition material we had talked about the constitutionalization of the environmental issues by Supreme Court. That is also that was a question in 2022 mains. Similarly, we had discussed about legislative councils in the last year one. That was a question in 2021 mains. We had talked about governance powers of the ordinance powers of the governor. That is also repeated. Similarly, there was a question that we had framed both in value addition material as well as in probable questions about RP Act, the disqualifications and the measures available. That again is repeated. Similarly, there was a question on I2U2 as well as the Sri Lankan financial crisis, which we had discussed. Same questions were repeated even in 2022 mains. This is not to tell that every year the same questions will repeat. The idea is that if you prepare based on the syllabus and PYQs, even if they change the questions a little bit, the same content you can use and frame your answers in the exam hall. That will help a lot. Next, the last part is, even this year we have framed around 80 to 100 questions, which will be around both basics as well as current affairs. For instance, in the last few years, if you have seen, they have asked questions on 2022, they have asked a question on fundamental rights related to freedom of residence and movement. Before that, there was a question on financial emergency. There was a question on Vice President's role in 2022 mains. Before that, there was a question on speakers. Similarly, this year, for example, there is a question related there. You can expect a question related to constitutionalism, principles of natural justice, which is also asked in this year 2023 prelims also. And then there are a lot of current affairs, current issues which are being discussed. For instance, because of the Maharashtra Shiv Sena issue, anti-defection law is again in news. Because of the recent Supreme Court judgment related to the Delhi issue, Article 239 AA related to 69th Constitutional Amendment is in news. Because of the Tamil Nadu and Kerala issues, the governor's role and the reservation of the bill by the governor to the president under Article 200 is in news. Similarly, the Election Commission appointment judgment given by the Supreme Court, the judicial appointment issue, UCC issue, everything is in news. In addition, in social justice, if you have seen, Rajasthan government is trying to bring a right to health bill. That is again obviously under discussion. It can be either related to universal health coverage or right to health as a fundamental right. Then UGC has released a document related to entry of the foreign universities in India. That is a higher education related question. That is again a probable question. Similarly, if you look at international relations, Russia-Ukraine war, that issue is going on. Similarly, the NATO issue is going on, and the G20 meetings which are going on. All these are probable questions which you can easily expect. So hence all these questions are framed based on that. So if you are going to give mains this year, make sure that you complete GS2 within June so that you can revise the same material in both July as well as August. If you are not going to give mains this year, make sure that you make your foundation ready this year and then keep adding current affairs, which will be easily helpful even for the next year mains. Thank you.